Okay, so as the year comes to a close and 2023 is nearly a wrap, I was just looking back on some of the goals that I set myself creatively for the year. One of these was to print more of my photography. How much of your photography do you print? To be honest, I find it a little bit overwhelming. I feel like it's a bit of an ordeal. It's going to take forever. It's going to cost a fortune. And then I just start looking at images that I might want to print, and there's too many of them and I can't decide which ones, or which ones are going to go together or look good, or the list goes on. And then it never gets done. And I've had the same prints hanging on my walls for absolutely years, purely, I think, out of laziness and that overwhelming feeling. And then something changed. A couple of weeks ago, I was out shooting in London. I was in East London shooting a little bit of street photography, which I'm really, really enjoying. And I captured this one image that just set that fire alight to get printing again, because I caught something that I wanted to print as a gift for Christmas because it has some real meaning behind it. There was lots of graffiti in East London, and I saw this wall that was super colourful, and to be honest, that's what drew my attention to the wall in the first place. So had a little wander over there and saw the slogan or the saying on it that says, "Rome wasn't built in a day." This saying has some meaning to me because if I'm ever in a bit of a struggle or a bit of a battle or finding something difficult or getting a little bit impatient, I will always talk to my daily inspiration of a mum who is absolutely amazing at putting things into perspective. And she always says to me, Rome wasn't built in a day. And you know, when someone says something to you, it kind of just, sometimes you hear it, but you don't really hear it, or it doesn't have, as much meaning. But when you start to actually think about it, it's very, very true. It's very true about everything. It's very true about getting better at photography or like literally anything in life. So you can apply it wherever you like. And I saw that it was on a wicked wall. It was like super colourful and bright and really, really striking. And the slogan stood out really nicely. And as soon as I shot it, I was actually sitting on the tube on the way back with my friend, and I instantly set it as my phone screensaver, which looks really, really cool. And I just love having it on my phone to look at every single day. And I thought, this has to be printed. Fortunately, I did kind of clock onto the fact at the time that I thought it would be a pretty cool image, so I shot it in both the landscape and portrait in case I needed it for various things. I will be printing this for myself in my own home in a slightly different frame, but I thought it would be an awesome gift to print for my mum for Christmas. And I did a bit of research online, and it's quite a bright colour image, as you can see in the images that I'm overlaying of it. And I've managed to get it printed in this very cool acrylic block with a neon orange border to match the image. This is just one printing project, but it's actually really got my momentum going for it. I hope she really likes it for Christmas. It was really fun to print and do a bit of research into the types of frame. It's all wrapped up now, ready to go, and hopefully she will take a little bit of inspiration from her own saying on a day-to-day basis, and I certainly will, from it being on my screensaver, and it is going to go on my own wall, as I already mentioned. This was a bit of a catalyst, and then I started thinking of other pictures in my house, which I'm now on a roll with, and I've changed a whole set of images over to my right here. You can probably see behind me the frames that I've changed. I've changed 3 IKEA frames out. They don't have to be expensive. These IKEA frames were like £17 each, I think, and they're pretty massive. And just a clean, simple black frame with a white border and some really nice images. In this case, I chose a little mountain trio, which I shot with my friend when we've been touring around the world to different places. We love to go to the mountains. I've got 3 different trips there, so fantastic memories on a day-to-day basis. But really, I just wanted to make this video. I hope it serves as a bit of inspiration for you to get out there and turn your photos from digital to hard copies, because they do just get a little bit swallowed up into the digital ether, I find, when, just posting on Instagram, get a bit of love on them, and then they disappear and you forget about them. And even though it's overwhelming, if you're like me and you have millions of photos, just maybe pick one. For this trio, I picked one, and then I found a theme within it. My next project is a big pano frame that I have on my other lounge wall here. That's the next one. And then 2024, my main goal is going to be to create a photo book. I have no idea what the theme is yet, but I'm sure it's going to come to me. And it's good to have these goals and really, really just to share the love of printing your work, hanging it, displaying it, giving it as a gift. There's nothing quite like it. So let me know in the comments below Do you print your photos? Do you print them yourself? Do you send off them? I've sent off mine because I don't have a printer. I'm sure it'd be quite fun to print them as well. Currently don't have the space for a printer, but let me know your thoughts below and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.